Hi, welcome to Inlera University, our game night.
Hello, everybody.
When you join us, let us know your name and where you're from.
Let's see. Sometimes it takes a second here for things to trickle in.
Yeah.
I love getting alerts that we're about to go live when we're already live. It's really helpful. Thanks, computer. On top of it.
Yes, and our question of the day, are you ready for some trivia?
Yeah, I know we haven't been live in a minute here. May was just really busy for me and Jasmine. I don't know about you, Kari.
Oh, yes. Yes.
What were you up to?
I actually was registering for school to get my bachelor's degree.
Oh, wow. Congrats.
Yes. It's been a long time coming.
That's a big one.
Yes.
Yeah, in May, in my family, we call it birthday month because we have like 5 birthdays in the month of May.
Oh,
So every
my.
weekend is a birthday party, which sounds awesome until that's every weekend. It's a lot of birthday presents, it's a lot of cake.
Yes.
Those things are better in small numbers.
Yes. Well, we're kind of the same way. My son is at the end of April, and then there's my grandson's in May, and I have 2 nieces that are in May as well. So
Wow, that's a lot.
yes.
Yeah, and I know Jasmine, she was busy with, I think she had a birthday as well. Not herself, but somebody in like her family. And she had a big yoga event. She had, no, 2 yoga events. She was also very
Oh,
busy.
yes, yes.
So see, it got a little difficult to schedule some streams, but we're back. We're hoping to be regular for June. And speaking of back and ready, I forgot to put it up. The Kahoot for today, I had the code going at the bottom. We're waiting on a couple of people to click in on here. You can join on your computer or your phone. We recommend 2 devices just because it's a little bit easier to kind of keep track of things. If you're trying to watch the stream and play, since the questions come through on the stream. Yeah, there's an app and there's the website. You've got both options there. We've got a QR code, we've got a link. I think I can actually copy that link over to the chat here.
Oh, yes.
Can't copy it once I have it running at the bottom there, so I had to like double check it. And we've got our code here, so people can copy it. Oop.
Now,
I can type correctly.
Now, because we know I'm so computer illiterate, so if people put their phones up to the QR code, it will bring this game up?
Yep, so the way QR codes work is if you open up your camera on your phone or theoretically anything with a camera and internet connection, all you have to do is make sure the QR code is in frame. It doesn't have to be very big most of the time, and it should give a little kind of pop-up that you click on, and it'll take you straight to the website. That's the word. I'm on top of it today. Yeah, and it'll take you straight there. It should have you pick a name, out of frame, name, avatar, and put in the code first. Once you do all those, you will be all good to join our little game. I'm just going to be spamming our chat here with all of the codes and fun stuff there.
Okay, perfect.
Is there anyone who's not me in the chat yet?
Not as of yet.
I thought I saw a couple of views pop in here.
Oh, don't be shy. Oh, a lone wolf has joined us.
Awesome. So we've got one so far. Let's see. I'm very smart and had the wrong profile pulled up on one of our Facebooks. So one moment here. See, we've just got too many social medias. That's what I'm getting at here. There we go. Found the correct one.
A lone wolf is changing his hat or her hat on their avatar. That's what they're called, avatars, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Avatar, profile picture, whatever you want to call it. Well, while we wait for people to go ahead and sign in, friendly reminder, we are giving away 2 Amazon gift cards, one for first place, one for second place. I don't remember the totals because it's been a whole month since last time we talked about it. Does Kari?
I want to say 20. Hold on. That was the wrong one. I was looking at the wrong spot there.
It's all right. While you're looking into it, I'm also going to go ahead and shout out some of the stuff that we've going on, because like we mentioned earlier, we've been kind of lacking in the stream department recently because May was really busy, but we do have a lot going on for the channel as well. I know some of you are watching from LinkedIn or Facebook, but we have a YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel is about to hit 100,000 subscribers here pretty soon. So
Yay!
Jasmine, thank you. Jasmine is working on planning a, my brain just a 10,000 subscribers special. And with that, we want to include the community in that. So I'm going to drop in the chat here and copy it over to the ones where it didn't drop, a link to a Google form where we are asking people to send in their medical billing, medical coding stories. We thought it'd be a really fun event for people to collaborate and talk about why they got into billing, how they got into billing, kind of your journey, since Jasmine, frequently gets to answer questions for you all and talk about hers. So if you want to be a part of the 10,000 subscribers special, all we ask is you fill out the form there. The two main ways we're currently working through it is either Jasmine will read off, I keep going out of frame, Jasmine will read off your story, or you can submit a video. So that's the only reason we're using Google Form with the whole email process. So again, if you want to be a part of it, links are in all of the chats. Yes, I put it in all the chats. So you can find it there and sign up for Kahoot now and you can win some money there. We also, while I'm stalling for people to join, have our medical billers. What were we calling it? I think Medical Billers Monthly is what we were calling it. It's a much longer link, so I hope nobody's trying to write that down. Just click on it in your chats. But basically every other month, unlike trivia, which is every month, we plan on getting the community together from our Facebook group and everybody kind of just answering each other's questions and really building the community there. So on June 20th, if you're available around 7:30, we would love to have you guys kind of stick around, ask other people some questions, kind of get to show off your expertise in various subjects. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know one of them was revenue cycle, which is usually the topic of these trivias. So if you like revenue cycle, you can click that or one of our other two options, three total for that day.
Perfect. Yes, and the first place is a $20 gift card Amazon.
Perfect. The last thing that I'm going to spam in the chat, I know I have put a bunch of stuff in here, is just the Medical Billers Network group. That's what the whole the whole live stream is kind of supposed to be for anyways. But if you're not yet a part of the Facebook group, we would love to have you there. That's really where the Medical Billers Monthly, I don't think that's the name, but that's what's coming up in my head right now. That's where the Zoom meeting kind of lives. So if you want to be a part of that, we also recommend the Facebook group. Yeah. We've had a couple more people join the Kahoot as well, it looks like.
Yes.
So it looks like Basari. I have it. Bosari, sorry. I had it really small on my screen to share all those links. And then Johnny.
Yes, welcome. All right, do you want to go ahead and get started?
Yeah, I think that we're good to get started. Friendly reminder to anyone who's kind of watching but not playing yet. Kahoot scores not just on how many questions you get right, but how fast you answer them. So if you want to wait a couple questions before you jump on in, perfectly fine. You can always join in later. You don't have to join right at the beginning, so you don't have to miss out.
Right. Yep. So here we go. Insurance follow-up.
Woo.
How often should you manage your rejections?
Daily, monthly, yearly, or semi-annually? This is one of those that's hard to make a funny joke about. It's kind of just a question. You know what? I think more study guides should be comedic. I think that's the stance I'm taking here.
Very good. Daily. Yes.
Nice job, Alone Wolf.
Good job. Which is one way not to check eligibility?
Let's see.
Websites, fax, Navinet, or call.
What is Navinet? I'm not familiar with that one.
Navinet is actually another program, kind of like Ability. It has some insurances all grouped together as well. Very good. Fax is the correct answer. I don't think anybody answered.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. No scores changed. That's
Yeah,
all right.
here comes another one. Can you check eligibility through your clearinghouse? True or false?
Now, I know Jasmine's been talking a little bit about clearinghouses, if not on here, then at least in some of the shorts that we've been doing on the channel. So
Mhm.
hopefully, if you all have been watching what we've been putting out.
Yes, and that's where I get a lot of my questions is from the shorts and the YouTube channel. Very good. Yes, you can. And go ahead and answer even if you're not quite sure, because a guess is better than nothing. Good job, Lone Wolf. A Lone Wolf, excuse me.
You don't lose points for being wrong, but you don't get any for not answering.
Right. When checking eligibility, what is needed? Patient's name, date of birth, insurance ID, patient's name, CPT code, and diagnosis, insurance ID, CPT code, diagnosis, patient's name, diagnosis, or HCPCS.
That's too many words.
Good job. That is what you need to check eligibility. Very good.
Way to go, a lone wolf.
True or false? The healthcare revenue cycle starts with referrals.
This is one I definitely should know by now, and don't tell Jasmine, but I still get confused about the revenue cycle. If you do as well, June 20th, you can participate in a discussion about it.
Yes. True. Very good.
There's just so many steps.
There is so many steps. The reason why it's false is because you don't want to see somebody, or the reason why it is not false, excuse me, I am so sorry. Slip of the tongue is because you always want to start with the referral to make sure that the insurance will cover the office visit or the visit, excuse me, whatever the visit is.
And by the way, if you ever have any questions about any of the questions we're asking here, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If we don't get to them immediately, we'll get to them at the end when Kari kind of does a summary of some of the trickier questions.
Yes. So good job.
Way to go, Johnny.
Yes.
And a lone wolf with the streak.
Yes. What does COB stand for?
Cobb, obviously.
Coordination of back office, close of business, mud building, or coordination of benefits.
Now, I don't know all acronyms, but I have a feeling it's not mud building since it has no C.
Actually, very good, coordination of benefits. I Google when I do these as well to see what else the abbreviations could mean. And COB also stands for mud building.
Oh. Why?
It's just
Where?
it was just one of the words that they use for mud building, and I was like, okay, mud building it is. So yes, very good. Oh, look at that. A lone wolf is on high, and I'm so sorry. Horsey? I am so sorry. Welcome. Good job. True or false? COB from the insurance. COB is from the insurance to make sure they are primary.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh yeah, 50-50.
I guess true. Hesitantly.
There you go. See, you got it. Yay.
Yeah, we like to go over this pretty much every time. I do the social media and assisting Jasmine. I do not do the medical billing. That's why Kari makes the questions.
Yes.
Oh, we had a little bit of an upset.
Yeah. There are 3 ways to send claims to the insurance. Which one is incorrect? Paper, handwritten by email, through clearinghouse, and directly on the insurance website.
Handwritten by email just sounds wrong. I don't know how I feel about that answer.
Is that your final answer?
I guess so. It's the only one that's kind of just sticking out to me. So
Handwritten by email is correct. That is the incorrect way to do it. Through the clearinghouse, you actually should be sending your claims to the insurance. Well, if you have a clearinghouse, some people send it directly to the insurance depending on what insurance it is. But if you do have a clearinghouse, excuse me, you should be sending it to the clearinghouse.
good to know.
Yes, look at everybody.
So Lone Wolf still in the lead, but like we said, it's anyone's game. You can still join. We're not even halfway done.
Yeah. 9. Sending claims to a clearinghouse can save you time and money. I actually just answered this question.
That's the perk of paying attention, is we often end up answering future questions. It's even better than having to pay attention to previous live streams because it just happened.
Yes. Very good. Everybody got
Perfect.
that one right.
Everyone's paying attention.
Hey!
Officially halfway.
When you receive a denial for COB, who is responsible? Is it the patient, the provider, the insurance, or the clearinghouse?
Receive a denial. Well, I don't think the patient. That's about as far as I got.
You are correct. It is the patient.
Well, like I said, don't always trust the social media girl. She doesn't do the billing.
Oh, yeah.
You're all officially smarter than Nichole. Congrats.
True or false? Sending a claim to the insurance with other insurance information will also make insurance requests COB info.
Your questions are getting too good now. I have to think really hard about them.
It is actually true. That is one way to trigger the insurance to be looking for other insurances.
See, everyone else thought it was tricky too. The audience agrees with me.
Yes.
Until they comment otherwise.
Okay, 12, which is not one of the ways the insurance will contact patients to update their COB info. Snail mail, web portal, nothing is sent out, or email.
I like the idea that they're just like, no, you don't get to know. Let's buy information. It's a need to know basis, and you don't need to know.
Exactly. Until your claims start denying.
Like that's, imagine if that was an option. Like, can I have my information? No, why should you?
It's actually nothing is sent out. Some insurances will send the request by email. They'll send it by email, snail mail, or web portal if you have those options. It's actually nothing is sent out.
It's actually not encouraged to not tell anyone anything about their information.
Correct.
It's quite frowned upon. It's all right, though. We can't get them all right.
No. When insurance processes the claims and there is a balance due from patient, what should you not do? Send the patient a bill, send to collections, leave the balance due from insurance, Oh my goodness. How the patient explained, I don't know where all this is coming from.
I thought my internet was messing up again. I was like, oh no, she's yawning. We're good.
Yes.
um, this is another good one. I feel like this one's a trick question. I was right.
It is actually leave the balance is what you should not do is leave the balance. Sending to collections, I agree with you. We don't want to send it to collections right away. We want to let the patient pay the bill. And we'd like to call the patient and explain the balance to make sure that they got the bill, see if they understand why they got the bill. It just makes the patient pay it a little bit easier at times. Okay. See, everybody is still learning. True or false? If your claims are not getting paid, you start by making sure the claims are being submitted.
I mean, that makes sense to me. Now I'm like paranoid they're all trick questions. I'm going true, I think.
You're going true.
I really hope people weren't waiting for me to answer. Good. Okay.
It is actually true. Because if you have open claims, you want to make sure that they're being submitted. There could be a hang up at the clearinghouse. Maybe the person entering the charges is like on vacation or sick, so they weren't even submitted timely. So you just want to make sure they're being submitted first. Good job, Alone Wolf.
All right.
Well, keep on trying. If you don't reconcile with the bank deposit, what is one of the problems you could face?
Huh. Oh man, I did a bad job proofreading. I apologize.
Which one did I mess up?
Green has a double will.
Oh.
Man, I was doing so good, I thought.
You are correct. Claims are paid, but the EOBs are not posted. So it looks like you have, claims and money sitting out there when actually you do not. And who answered money is at the bank, so who cares? I really like that answer. That's my favorite one. And there is no problem. Again, you just have your open claims. So if you're working open claims, you're calling on claims that don't need to be called on.
Money is in the bank, so who cares? It's a very slippery slope mentality, in my opinion. I remember getting my first job and being like, yeah, money, and then having like bills, and I was like, ooh, I have to think about this now. It's not just like for fun. I have to pay stuff.
Yes.
And then taxes sneak up on you. Those first taxes are the worst.
If a claim is not paid, what do you do first? Check the clearinghouse, call the patient, call the insurance, go to the insurance website. This kind of goes with the other question of where do you check? Very good. Check the clearinghouse. I'm so glad that they got it. Because my brain just went, deet.
I was like, I think it's A, and then you were talking A. Red. There's no letters here. I thought it was red, and then you were explaining, and I was like, ooh, what if it's a trick question again?
So, look, everybody got that. Good job. When checking claim status, should you always try the insurance websites before calling? True or false?
So I assume the insurance website is like the portal or something, right?
Yeah, like Blue Cross, well, they use Availity. So like United, you would go to United website. Very good, yes. Everybody got that one. Good job. We're in a tie for or not a tie. We're in a race.
It's really close.
Third place.
And it is a real race because we do have a real prize for second place.
Which is not a way to check claim status. Clearinghouse, web portal, fax, snail mail.
I feel like the answer is either fax or snail mail. I just can't decide which one because they're kind of both equally annoying. I feel like snail mail is ineffective. Like by the time it gets there, it's probably done.
Right. Yes, that is correct. Snail mail. Now, there are some insurances, and I want to say UMR, but don't quote me. You can only check claim status through fax. Oh, yeah.
When I worked at the vet, there were some places that only worked off of fax, and it was the most annoying just because, like, having to print everything and make sure it goes over and doesn't get jammed or.
Yep. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on. I am so sorry.
Need to go take a nap.
God. Is it a good idea to do a mass rebill?
Oh, this is like a long answer question.
Yes.
Well, probably a yes.
Okay, well, you nailed it down to 3, so you're 75% now.
I'm gonna panic pick red because it's too much to think about.
It is actually green. You want to see to do a mass rebill. You actually want to see if there was a problem for that day. Say, X, Y, and Z insurance didn't get the claims for that day, so you're going to check the clearinghouse. But you don't want to overload the clearinghouse, so you just want to make sure that there was a problem for that day. And I just like the blue answer too. It's just easier.
Yeah, it's like probably not blue, probably not yellow.
So yeah, 50-50.
There we go.
Our last question. The patient should pay their copay at the time of service. True or false?
I mean, I guess, like, ideally. I think I'm going true.
You're going true. So you're going blue.
Yes. True blue.
Very good. Yes, it is actually true. It saves money in the long run. You get the copay up front, then you don't have to chase the copay. So you don't have to send a bill. Depending on how you do the billing for patients, some send texts, send emails, and then send the paper claims. So it's just easier to just collect it up front.
All right. So with the podium coming up here in third, we have Johnny with just over 4,000. And Bosri, I'm so sorry if I pronounced it wrong, in second, which leaves, of course, a Lone Wolf in first. So a Lone Wolf and Bosri, if you can go ahead and take either a picture of your computer screen or just a screenshot off of your phone or the computer if you're super tech savvy, we're going to need you to email that screenshot to, copying it over to the chat, learn@inlera.com, just so that we can prove that you are you and get those gift cards over to you. So I'll go ahead and put it in all of our social medias here. And yeah, so like I said, just a picture of the screen to prove that you are you and you got first or second place, depending on which position you were in. We can get those Amazon gift cards to you. We like to say to give us a little bit of time, just depending on when you send them and time zones, because tomorrow's Friday. So if we don't get them to you by Friday, don't be alarmed. We will be sure to get them to you by next week, as long as we have that information to send them to you.
Right. Yes, and we will get those right out. So, as soon as we get the emails, and we usually get them out pretty quick once we get the emails. So, yep, but just give us till at least Friday. And if you have any questions, always email us at learn@inlera.com.
Yep. There it is one more time. Jasmine was lurking in the background, apparently.
Yes.
Thank you, Jasmine. Let's see. Does anybody have any questions about anything that we went over today? Oh, hi, Packy. Hello.
Hi, Becky. How are you today?
Yes, anything anybody wants to talk about, if you have any questions about anything that Kari asked about today, anything that we've got going on. Oh, that's all right. I know it gets kind of tricky. Trivias, we try to start really on time. Sometimes the other streams just get to the wayside because we have a lot more going on with those, a few more people in the background. But the good news is they happen monthly. So you just have to wait till next month. And of course, join us weekly on Thursdays for our regular streams. Yep, Jasmine will be back next Thursday. I should know the topic for the next stream, but I don't off the top of my head. So I'll probably announce it tomorrow if you want to keep your eyes out for that. Jasmine's just having fun in the chat all by herself, isn't she?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, so if anybody has any questions, I'm sure Kari would love to elaborate on anything. I felt like we explained pretty well as we were going through, but as always, we're happy to elaborate on anything. If you did end up missing, like Packy, the replay will be going up on YouTube, and I think Facebook does replay too, I'm pretty sure. Almost positive.
I think so.
So you can play along there. You don't get gift cards for winning, but you can use it as a fun little study guide with some fun music, and I like to think good commentary.
Yes, yes.
Um,
Yes. See if you know the answers to this week's or this month's questions. So, yes.
Yes, in general, I'm just going to drop our fun little link in here if you're looking for us all over the place. Our LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have a TikTok now. We've got courses. We've got all sorts of stuff. If you can't get enough Inlera University and medical billing information, then we've got you covered on everything.
Yes. So come join us on all of the platforms.
Yes, we will see you all everywhere. Anything that you want to add, Kari, before we kind of sign off here, if nobody has any questions, comments, or concerns?
No, just thank you for joining and see you next month.
All right. And with that, if I can get the banner to go away, if it wants to play nice, yep, we will see you guys, me and Kari, next month. And next week, Jasmine will be here. I don't think she has a guest as of right now, so probably by herself. But we might have a surprise guest. You never know.
Yeah, stay tuned and find out.
Exactly. Stay tuned and find out. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.